All right, so let's look at USDJPY and USDCAD and see what the market is telling us. Now, we have done our weekly outlook for this pair, and you can go and check the video. And the markets, what we got from this market is that the market is trending to the upside, but it has been overbought. It has been overbought. And also looking at this area where the market is currently, is the same area that uh, the market dropped from. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 4 weeks of bearish movement, and the market is currently sitting in that same area. So it's possible that the market might repeat the same thing that happened here. There's a possibility, okay, but that does not mean that because the market is sitting at this level, then you start selling. No, but if you check, the market have not gotten to this level since then. I think this was July 2024. So the market just got to that same level today, or will I say last week, and this week, uh, and this new week we are entering, the market will decide whether it's going to break from this level or start coming back to the downside. Okay, so what can we do? What can we do now? According to our weekly outlook, this is what we did. You can go and check the video. And as long as the price is below this level, please only look for selling opportunity. As long as the price is below this level, only look for selling opportunity below this level. Okay. But if the price break through this level and you see a good level of retracement, then you can look for buying opportunity. Even though the price is going to the upside, you can see that this is upward trend, upward consolidation is a sign of reversal. Upward trend, upward consolidation is a sign of reversal. Okay, but we will not start trading because we see upward trend and upward consolidation. But let's keep this in mind. This is a strong zone. I call this a red zone that the market can actually reverse from this level and maybe give us some weeks of bearish movement. And also, there's a possibility that the market can break through, give us some level of retracement, and we take a buy. But these are the three reasons. Let me give you the three reasons why I will be looking more for a selling opportunity. One of the reasons is this. This is a resistance. Of course, one of my rules is only trade a buy trade at support. So you cannot be trading a buy trade at resistance. So this market is at resistance. That is one reason why I will not buy this market. I can see vertical resistance, I can see horizontal resistance. So that is the first reason why I will not buy this pair. Now, the second reason is that this is a very strong zone, and you can see what happened when the market got to this zone previously. So there's every tendency that this same thing might still occur, and the market might drop down. That's another reason why I will not be buying this trade. Now, the second reason is this upward trend, upward consolidation is a sign of reversal. Okay, is a sign of reversal. Upward trend, upward consolidation is a sign of reversal. So these are the three reasons why I will not be looking for buying opportunity uh, in this pair. I will not be looking for buying opportunity. I will be looking for selling opportunity. Okay. But if the market break out of this level, if I see a good level of retracement, then I can be looking for a buying opportunity. Now let's go down to what we can do with this market. Let's see if we can get a trade from this market. Now it is always good for you to get your weekly bias. It guides your trade. Okay, it guides your trade. Now we have seen that the market is giving us a bearish sign that is going to trend to the downside. Okay, what can we not do? Now this is one thing I can do. You remember what I told us, that the first thing you should do is to trap the price between support and resistance. Trap the price between support and resistance, then wait for the market to break from that level. Then you can look for candlestick uh, uh, for confirmation, then you can take a trade. Now, this trend line is not really accurate, but let's just keep them there so that they can guide us. Now, let's trap the price within horizontally. We have done it vertically. Let's trap it horizontally and see what we can actually do with this market. Okay. Okay, let's take this. Let's see how it looks like in the candlestick. Okay. Now, as you can see, there is a level of exhaustion. Okay. Even though I won't be taking this trade because I don't like the price movement, I don't like the price action. No bullish momentum, no bearish momentum. I'm just seeing the two buyers and sellers. They're just at the same level, fighting for who is going to take charge of the market. So I don't want to trade such there. Okay, so I will just be looking at this USDJPY until I see a good move. Okay, if I see the market breaking out of this structure, I may consider taking a trade. But another reason why I may not trade this is the market is far from my structure. I told us that I only take trades from the major structure. The market is far from my weekly and monthly structure. So that's another reason why I won't be trading this pair. I better go to other pair. I'll be going to other pair that I know that the price is close to my structure. Then I'll look for a buying or a selling opportunity from that level. But if you want to trade this, if you see the price break from this structure, retest the structure, you can also follow the market to the downside. Okay, break from this trend line, break from this horizontal support, then to the downside. That is one possibility. Now, I will not actually advise you to trade to the upside because one, this is very close to the zone, and two, our our bigger time frame is telling us that this market is giving us a selling possibilities. Okay, so this is the only thing I can do. If the market happen to break outside this level, I may be considering taking a sell trade because our big time frame, our weekly outlook is telling us that this is a sell bias. Okay, let's watch out how this pair play out, and let's see if we can take a trade from this pair. Okay, so do your own analysis and let us know in the comment section, and do well to subscribe to this channel. I post daily analysis before the market open every day, so you can take advantage of those analysis, add it to your own analysis, and see how you can take a better trade for that day. Also note this video is made for educational purpose only, so be careful. I always advise people to trade small. Don't risk too much. At this risk 1% of your account per trade, at most risk 2% of your account per trade. Okay, if you want to take multiple trade, there's a 5% rule that I will advise you to follow. Now you can check my videos. I have a video on that, the 5% rule, so that you can make sure that if you are taking 10 trades for the day, let's assume you want to take 10 trades at a time, even though I don't recommend that. Yes, watch the video on the 5% rules, and so that you will know how to the 10 videos, the ten trades you are taking, you will not risk more than 5% of your account. So that is what the 5% rules is all about. So you can go and watch that video and see how you can take advantage of that. But I don't really advise you to trade multiple. Take a trade one after the other. If you're in profit in a particular trade, you have broken even, then you can add another trade to it. Okay, but that's not what we are doing now. We'll talk about that some other time. So this is what we're expecting in the USD JPY. Now let's look at USD card and see what we can also do with the pair. Now let's check the weekly time frame and see what the weekly outlook looks like. Okay, now you can see there's already a break of structure. There's already a break of structure from our weekly analysis. So this is actually the kind of trade I love looking at for Okay, but the fact that the market has broken through the structure does not mean that you start trading. Okay, you have to wait for some level of retracement, and I'm expecting a deeper retracement back to this trend line to form a higher low before the market goes to the upside. But in case the market did not do a deeper retracement, now this is our weekly outlook. Our weekly outlook was anything around this level, we look for a buying opportunity, and anything around this level, we look for selling opportunity. Okay, and that is our weekly outlook. So now the market is in our buying zone. So let's now go to the daily analysis and see if we can take a buy trade. So let's get a buy setup and wait for the market to open in the next few hours. That is the Monday 29th of June 2026. Now, if you see what the market has moved to this level. Now, I'm expecting the market to retrace back close to this zone for me to take a trade. But you can also take a trade from this level. But like I told us, my one of my trading rules is that I only trade around my zones. So I'm expecting this market to retrace back to this level, so I can look for a trading opportunity. Okay, so if you can see, the market it has been stretched without retracement. So there are some. I will wait for some days of retracement. This is a daily time frame. Okay. Now, if the market keep on buying, there's a possibility, but I don't really trade a market that have not retraced. I don't trade a market that have not retraced. Okay. Now there are some traders who will start selling. You can actually take this. Now, you remember what I told us? Always trap the price between support and resistance, then wait for the market to break out of that level. So let me tell you, in case if you want to trade this is what you can do. This is what you can do. Okay. Now, if the market do this, now, okay, I think I can see higher low. I can see higher low. Okay. Now, if I see higher low, it gets me interested in the pair. Now, this is some level of higher low. Now, the market can do a deeper retracement to this level, maybe to this level. Now, if the market does this, I'll wait for the market to break through the structure, retest the structure. I can actually buy from here. I can buy from this level. You get it? Even though I only prefer taking trade from my zones, but if the market's actually consolidated for some time, because I don't like trading pair that have not consolidated. I like taking my trades after the consolidation. Okay. Now, if the market actually does this and break through the structure and retest the structure, I may consider taking a trade to the next zone. Okay. But if the market retraces down, that will be much better to actually take a trade. So you can actually look at this pair. The setup is actually good. Setup is actually good, and our weekly bias is telling us buy. So it's actually in line with the weekly bias. Please always trade in line with your weekly bias. Always trade in line with your weekly outlook. So if the week is telling you buy and you see a buying opportunity, is safer than when the week is telling you, the bigger time frame is telling you sell, and you see a buying opportunity on the smaller time frame and you start selling. There's every tendency that you are standing in front of a moving train. So it's not really the best place to stand. The best place to stand is inside the train. Stay inside the train and move with the train. Okay. So let's watch USD CAD, what this pair is going to do. If the market break out retest, then I'm going to trade this. If it break down to the downside, I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to look for a buying opportunity from this angle only, because this area is our buying zone. Our sell zone is down this area. So you can see the gap in between. So we don't have business in selling around this area unless you are a scalper or you are an intraday trader. But even as an intraday trader, I always advise that you scalp with the bigger time frame and swing with the bigger time frame. Trade your intraday with the bigger time frame. What does it mean? Now, the market is telling us that it's a buying uh, market. Now, this is our buy zone. If I want to scalp, I'll be scalping to the upside, scalping with the direction of the bigger time frame. That is a safer way to scalp. Yes, you can see a sell opportunity as you are scalping, but you don't know when the market will reverse. But if you are scalping with the trend will always go on unless there's a reversal. So that is why it is safer to go with the trend. Okay. So that is that for this pair. So do your own analysis. I will be dropping more analysis on the channel before the market open. I do it every day. I post analysis on the channel before the market open for the day. And also during the weekend, I post the weekly outlook for all the pairs so that you can get the weekly bias for that week. So I have videos on that already on the channel. So I'll drop this and more every day, this pair and more every day before the market open. So do well to subscribe, uh, share and like so that more persons, more traders can actually see this channel. All right, bye. See you in the next pair. Remember, this video is done for educational purpose only. So do your own analysis and become a better trader. And see you in the next pair. Bye.